Section 1 of Americans and Others by Agnes Repplier. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Mary Schneider. Americans and Others by Agnes Repplier. Section 1. A Question of Politeness. Quote, La politesse de l'esprit consiste à penser des choses honnêtes et délicates. End quote. A great deal has been said and written during the past few years on the subject of American manners, and the consensus of opinion is, on the whole, unfavorable. We have been told, more in sorrow than in anger, that we are not a polite people, and our critics have cast about them for causes which may be held responsible for such a universal and lamentable result. Mr. Thomas Nelson Page, for example, is by way of thinking that the fault lies in the sudden expansion of wealth, in the intrusion into the social world of people who fail to understand its requirements, and in the universal spoiling of American children. He contrasts the South of his childhood, that wonderful South before the war, which looms vaguely but very grandly through a half-century's haze, with the New York of today, which, alas, has nothing to soften its outlines. A more censorious critic in the Atlantic Monthly has also stated explicitly that for true consideration and courtliness we must hark back to certain old gentlewomen of antebellum days. Quote, none of us born since the Civil War approach them in respect to some fine, nameless quality that gives them charm and atmosphere. End quote. It would seem, then, that the war, with its great emotions and its sustained heroism, imbued us with national life at the expense of our national manners. I wonder if this kind of criticism does not err by comparing the many with the few, the general with the exceptional. I wonder if the deficiencies of an imperfect civilization can be accounted for along such obvious lines. The self-absorption of youth which Mrs. Comer deprecates, the self-absorption of a crowd which offends Mr. Page, are human, not American. The nature of youth and the nature of crowds have not changed essentially since the Civil War, nor since the Punic Wars. Granted that the tired and hungry citizens of New York, jostling one another in their efforts to board a homeward train, present an unlovely spectacle, but do they, as Mr. Page affirms, reveal, quote, such sheer and primal brutality as can be found nowhere?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?